So yesterday we were talking about capital account transactions under FEMA and relevant regulations. So the topic is capital account transactions this is covered under section
6.
6.
is there in section 2E or not?
That is definition, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Read with section 6. Further read with relevant regulations.
Regulation 2015. Sorry, regulation 2000.
2000.
Yes.
So who makes the regulations and who makes rules?
Regulation made by board, rules by.
Rules are made by the central government.
But in this law, we don't have board.
It is FEMA. It is not.
It's RBI.
It's RBI.
Okay, yes, sir.
Your answer is valid, but that is for customs.
That's our custom. Yes, sir.
Okay. So it is a, or not, in nutshell, you can understand that the regulations are always made by the highest authority under the act. Okay. So here it is the highest authority is RBI. So these regulations are framed by RBI. Rules framed by central government. So as an outline, what are the capital account transactions? So capital account transactions broadly divided in two parts. For a person resident in India and for a person resident
Outside India.
outside India. Okay. For a person resident in India, this is
Schedule 1.
no, that will come little later. Transactions which alter
Yeah, assets and liabilities.
assets or liabilities which are
Outside India.
outside India. Okay. For a person resident outside India,
In India.
it's
Assets in,
opposite.
yeah,
For
opposite.
a resident,
It's-
assets and liabilities happen to be outside India.
Yeah.
And for a non-resident, those
It-
assets and liability happen to be
In India.
in India. Okay. So transactions which alter his assets or liabilities which are in India. Right? Under the regulations, this is schedule 1. And under the regulations, this is schedule number 2. Broadly, these are immovable property, investments, borrowing and lending, guarantees, Rough idea. That's not the exhaustive list. So immovable property, if it is outside India, so any type of alteration on relation to that immovable property, so whether it is sale or acquisition or purchase or some other thing, that is a capital account transaction. Right. So actually the value of that immovable property is either increasing or reducing, or that is disposed of, or fresh acquisition, only that. Internal changes in the property, that is not the part of FEMA. Same thing other way around. Non-resident is acquiring any property in India, or he is disposing it off, then that is a capital account transaction for a person resident outside India. A resident borrowing in foreign currency from Indian bank, or maybe he is borrowing from outside India, that is called external commercial borrowing. So either borrowing or repaying, right? Everything will come under the category of capital account transactions. Investments made in India, investments made outside India. Guarantees given for a person resident in India, guarantees given for a person resident outside India, guarantee given to a person resident outside India, or a guarantee given to a person in India. All these are capital account transactions. The difference is only in the nomenclature. Later on, you will find that really there is no difference whether it is a current account transaction or it is a capital account transaction, because the regulations talk about permissible capital account transactions. What is the name of the regulations?
2000.
See this.
Yes.
Permissible capital account transactions. Okay. Then for current account, these are here. Regulations are separate. Regulations are, these are the regulations. So we are not talking about that right now. We are concerned with the capital account transactions regulation year 2000. Okay. So we are talking about the permissible capital account transactions. Now I'm taking you to section 6. Here we have section 6. This says subject to provisions of subsection 2. Subject to provisions of subsection 2. What does it mean?
For reasons mentioned in subsection 2, subsection 1 is valid.
In nutshell, let us read it from here. Right. We start reading from this. Any person may sell or draw foreign exchange to or from authorized person for a capital account transaction in accordance with the provisions of subsection number 2. In accordance or according to the regulations framed under subsection 2. Right. So meaning of this line, subject to provisions subsection 2, this is actually these wordings, if you add in the end, then understanding becomes clear. Are you following?
Yes.
Right. So what is said is any person may sell or draw foreign exchange, or it is talking about foreign currency. What we are referring?
Foreign exchange, inclusive of currency.
Currency is a part of the foreign exchange.
Yes,
But
yes.
even if you're opening a LC
Yes.
in forex, that will also come under this category. That is a draw, or you're drawing a check, or you're drawing a DD, or you're drawing a traveler's check. Everything will come under this category.
Any negotiable instruments.
Right. So I'll explain the meaning of the term drawal that is defined in the regulations. So right now it is saying any
Including credit card, sir.
including
Credit card.
yes, credit card limit is equally applicable.
Okay.
Incurring any liability in foreign exchange, that is called drawal. Incurring any liability in foreign exchange will be referred as a drawal.
Right.
Okay. Rather than waiting, I'll show you it here itself. You see, these are permissible capital account transactions. Read the definition. What is the meaning of the word withdrawal? Withdrawal means withdrawal of foreign exchange from authorized person, includes the opening of LC or international credit card or international debit card or ATM card or any other thing, whatever name called, which has the effect of creating foreign exchange liability. So you are using credit card. It is used outside India. So actually liability is in foreign exchange. Though you have to pay that in Indian rupees, but actually that is a liability created in foreign exchange because that is payable outside India. So that is called a drawal. Drawal doesn't mean it is converting Indian currency into foreign currency. That is a very small thing. Drawal includes, right? So drawal, it says drawal of foreign exchange from any authorized person and includes opening of LC, use of international credit card, international debit card, ATM card, etc. All those are covered in the word withdrawal. But the effect is, these are the most important words. So any transaction which has the effect of creating a liability in foreign exchange, that will be referred as a withdrawal. So whether it is converting Indian currency into foreign currency, or you're obtaining a negotiable instrument, or even if you're opening the LC, or you're using the international card, debit card, ATM card, credit card, etc., but ultimately it is foreign exchange liability, that will be referred as a withdrawal. Okay, the word withdrawal carries a broader definition. So it is not limited to
Foreign currency.
foreign currency. So is this line clear?
Yes, sir.
So whether you understand FEMA or not, that is secondary, but at least you will understand how to read law. Shweta? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So in future, any law you are referring, you will go in the same depth. Right? So, and that one another thing is, I'm not going to leave you till you understand FEMA.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So anyway, so here it is said. Now this is any person. Who is this person?
An individual, HUF,
Any
company, firm,
Any person.
any person. Yes.
Right. Who is the person as per FEMA?
individual HUF association.
Artificial.
Where it is defined?
Artificial jurisdiction.
Section 3 says section 2.
Section 2.
C, subclass C.
To watch full video, join the regular online batch Call Tayal Institute.